Senators are considering legislation to protect Special Counsel Robert Mueller from being fired by President Trump. The president has strongly criticized Mueller's investigation into potential ties between Russia and his 2016 campaign.
I think the president is too smart to fire Mr. Mueller. I think if he fired Mr. Mueller, it would provoke a reaction from Congress.
The president should know enough not to fire him. It would be an absolute disaster. We've had this happen once before. It was, let's see, Richard Nixon and Watergate. I remember how that turned out.
The Senate Judiciary Committee is expected to consider the legislation in the coming weeks. Joining me now is Phil Klein, managing editor of the Washington Examiner, going to weigh in on the latest politics news, and there certainly is a lot of it. Let's start with President Trump. Robert Mueller is still on the mind of the president. Earlier today, he took to Twitter. Here's what he said. "I have agreed with the historically cooperative, disciplined approach that we have engaged in with Robert Mueller. Unlike the Clintons, ! I have full confidence in Ty Cobb, my special counsel, and have been fully advised throughout each phase of this process." Why is he now stressing past cooperation when he has been attacking Mueller, calling it a witch hunt, and especially after the raid on his personal attorney?
Yeah, I think that we've seen sort of how he's vacillated over time on Mueller. In the sense that, yes, he was frustrated by the raid of Michael Cohen's office. He was talking about the witch hunt. There was talk about, well, now maybe he's more gearing up to firing him. And then he made the comment the other day, well, maybe we will. We'll see how it turns out, kind of, which further added fuel to this fire. And so now he's trying to kind of tamp things down and say, look, we're cooperating with Mueller to try to tamp down the idea that, oh, well, he's ready to, axe him. Did
you hear Senator Leahy say he is equating this potentially to Watergate?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it takes much for Democrats to talk about Watergate. So at this stage,
not surprising for you. All right, let's go to the Capitol. I want to get your thoughts on the political implications of Speaker Ryan resigning, and not running, rather. How bad is this for the GOP?
I think that it's bad in two senses. In one sense, it's bad in that it's hard to see that he would be resigning if he thought that Republicans would be doing great, right? Why would he be leaving Congress if he thought the Republicans were going to gain seats and it was going to be terrific?
But he said it's because of his family. I've interviewed him. He's a Catholic man, and he doesn't want his kids to grow up with a weekend dad.
Yeah, but that could be true, and they can kind of both be true. In other words, if he doesn't want to be a weekend dad and he wants to spend time with his family, the impending loss of Republicans makes him think, well, what's the point of sticking around if I can't do anything? So the cost of staying the cost of leaving is a lot less.
Yeah. The cost of staying. Steve Scalise, who was shot, is being bandied about as the person who possibly could take over for Paul Ryan. Representative Kevin McCarthy, same thing. What would it be the impact of another Catholic, Steve Scalise, who, as Speaker, would be in his position?
Well, I think that many of the issues that are of concern among Catholic conservatives and Catholic Republicans are broadly of concern among Republicans. A lot of the issues, such as protecting life, the fight for religious liberty, that have dominated and been a lot of concern for Catholics, I think that are also a concern, more broadly speaking, among conservatives. So I don't think that you're going to see sort of a big change or any sort of disagreement on a lot of those core issues.
Very good. Thank you so much, Phil Klein, managing editor of the Washington Examiner.
Thank you.